Anger, grief and protest. The state is reeling from the shocking death of a 20-year-old B.Ed student who set herself ablaze on campus after accusing professor of sexual harassment. Now, in a startling revelation, we now know that not only the student herself but also the student wing of Bharatiya Janata Party ABVP, both of them wrote letters to form a committee to investigate the matter, to take action against the accused in the case. But their concerns were not addressed. Here we're getting the live visuals from Balasore to people getting agitated over what has taken place in the state. Tight security present at the site, where people have gathered to protest against what they see as inaction from the authorities. A horrifying case came to light. Remember viewers, BJD has called a Balasore district Bandh today, which is being observed from 6 AM to 2 PM. Now we also have a reaction from the victim's father. Let's give it a listen. Now the Bandh is being observed in the entire district, and this is to demand justice for the student who set herself on fire, Soumyashi Bisi. Remember viewers, she died of self-immolation after her pleas against harassment by two of her teachers, own teachers, no strangers, went unheard. She wrote a letter. The student wing of Bharatiya Janata Party ABVP wrote a letter, but their concerns were not addressed at all. And now BJD has called a Bharat Bandh against the inaction in this case. Nearly a 20-year-old who had to resort to such an extreme step because her concerns were not taken into consideration by the officials at her college. Today, shops, markets, government offices, private institutions will all remain closed as a part of this Bandh. BJD has also informed that emergency services, however, will not be disrupted. They're also going to stage a protest at Lok Seva Bhavan in the capital Bhubaneswar with the same demand. They're demanding justice for the victim in this case, a 20-year-old who had to self-immolate because nobody gave heed to her demands. Now, the suicide case has sparked outrage in the state. Earlier, candlelight protests were also organized. In the case, as of now, UGC has called for a probe. They've formed a 4-member committee as well. Earlier protests were led by Congress leaders. They were demanding strict action and accountability from the ruling government in the case. And today BJD has called for a Bandh, asking for accountability and also justice for the victim in the case. Now viewers, let me also tell you the story. Now the student, she was enrolled at Fakir Mohan Autonomous College in Balasore. She had accused the head of education department in this case, Samira Kumar Sahu, of repeated sexual harassment, but she did not receive any action or support from the college administration in the case, and eventually she had to resort to such an extreme step. And this is the victim for whom the justice is being asked from the protesters.
तदंत परिसरभुक्त कर दिया जाए और उनको भी अरेस्ट किया जाए, वो भी इस्तीफा दे अपने पोस्ट से, ये हम दावी कर रहे हैं। और विचार विभागीय तदंत एक चीफ जस्टिस के, सीनियर जस्टिस के चेयरमैनशिप कमेटी गठन किया जाए, नहीं तो ये लोग सब छूट जाएंगे। किसी का कुछ नहीं जाता, एक लड़की मरे, जिए, एक औरत को दुष्कर्म हो, क्या भी हो, लेकिन सरकार को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। इसीलिए जब तक न्याय नहीं मिलेगा, हम बीजू जनता दल के महिला गोष्ठी जो है, बीजू महिला जनता दल है, वो लड़ाई जारी रहेगा, गांव से लेके दिल्ली तक ये जारी रहेगा, जब तक ये लोग इस्तीफा नहीं देते, जब लोग दोषी को दृष्टांतमूलक कार्यानुष्ठान नहीं होता। हाँ, आज लोकसभा भवन हम घेराव कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि जो लोकसभा भवन से पॉलिसी तैयार किया जाता है, जो लोकसभा भवन से लोगों को ठीक उचित न्याय देने के लिए जो काम किए थे, वो जब विफल हैं, वो जब कुछ काम का नहीं है, तो विधानसभा और विधान परिषद और सचिवालय रहने का क्या मतलब है। इसीलिए हम जा रहे हैं उनको बंद करने के लिए, और ये एक न्यायिक तदंत होना चाहिए और लड़की को न्याय देना चाहिए।
Now joining me on the broadcast is Lekha Shri Saman Singha. She's a spokesperson of BJD. Thank you, Lekha Shri, for joining us. I want to understand, you're holding a protest at this point of time. What are your demands? How do you look at the way this incident has unfolded? We're getting to know that, 2 letters were shot to the administration, one by the student herself, one by ABVP, but both the times the concerns were ignored.
Very clearly, this girl, second year B.Ed student, has been a victim of sexual harassment by her HOD. Being ABVP student, we approached all the BJP leaders, the BJP MP, the BJP MLA, and the police, but no one even registered an FIR. They did not bother. And I will tell that she has been a victim of the internal politics of ABVP, BJP and RSS. These people conflicting among themselves has used her as a scapegoat, and that is exactly why today we have declared Balasore Bandh, and I am here at a protest site in Bhogarai, which is her hometown, and as you can see that people are shattered, heartbroken, and we cannot believe that a young, bright, upcoming star could be so brutally murdered, brutally killed by her own support system, by the whole BJP, RSS, ABVP, which was supposed to be protecting her, have now sacrificed her, and we demand a judicial inquiry from a sitting judge, and we demand that the culprits be brought to book, not only the HOD and the college principal, but also the Balasore MP, the Balasore MLA, the police department. Everyone should be brought to book under the investigation, and their role in this. See, there are two crimes in this. One is sexual harassment, one is abetment to suicide. Sexual harassment, of course, you have arrested the HOD and principal. But what about abetment to suicide? What about the people who did not listen to her complaints? What about the people she ran to from pillar to post? The Balasore MP, Pratap Sadangi, is squarely responsible for, running a kangaroo court instead of taking her to the police station and registering an FIR. The Balasore Sadar MLA, Manas Datta, is squarely in the dock. What about all the people she tweeted and tagged? The Union Education Minister, State Education Minister, the Chief Minister, MCW, the Director of Higher Education. All these people need to be examined. Where was the Internal Complaints Committee? Instead of giving justice to her, instead of running an independent inquiry, the Internal Complaints Committee is organizing students to give a clean chit to the HOD. What can be more shameful than that? This is BJP government, and under BJP government, women have become so insecure and unsafe in Odisha. I'll tell you, you will be shocked to know we are having 15 rapes a day. 8% increase in crimes against women ever since BJP came to power. BJP has completely failed the women of Odisha, and the women of Odisha are not going to forgive BJP, let me tell you.
Right. Some hard questions need to be answered here. Why so many people involved at different stages could not take an action in the case. But there's a larger question here. Her death in this case, what does it tell us about the state of institutional redressal for sexual harassment, when it comes to educational spaces?
See, very clearly, the Vishaka guidelines, which is Prevention of Sexual Harassment in the Workplace 2013, says there has to be an independent internal complaints committee. However, in FM College, where this incident happened, there was no internal complaints committee. When this girl repeatedly complained to the principal, a ragtag internal complaints committee was instituted at the very last moment. And very surprising, instead of acting independently, this committee tried to give a clean chit to the HOD. They organized students, 60 students have signed on a paper. They do not know what was written on the paper, but it was all about, eulogizing the character of the HOD, who is so good, so this, so that. So if this is the situation, then where will the girl go? And I must point out here that Odisha BJP government has been unable to, put a chairperson in the State Women Commission in place. When the State Women Commission does not have a chairperson or a committee, where will any victim go? Any woman, where will she go? So BJP government is callous, careless, heartless. So far, the women's concerns, issues are concerned. And I must point out here also, in the just year past, there have been a series of horrific gang rapes. There has been a BJP MLA from Nilagiri who abused women in the most foul and abusive, uncivilized, unspoken language. No action was taken against him very clearly when he could have been booked and arrested immediately. So when the BJP government comes out to protect perpetrators rather than the victims or survivors, then somewhere or the other, criminals are boosted to carry out these activities, and they think that they can go scot-free. Clearly, the Chief Minister of Odisha is in the dock. The Higher Education Minister is in the dock. We are demanding their resignation right away. Otherwise, BJD is going to sit on the streets. We are going to sit and sleep on the streets.
Right. Now, Lekashri ji, this is not just a lone incident that has taken place in Balasore. We've also seen, very similar cases coming to light from India's educational institutions across states. We've seen from West Bengal, we've seen from Karnataka. As somebody, who's not in power, I want to understand from you, how can we make, our colleges, our educational institutions more safe for women? I mean, these are the places where we go to study, to build a better future. And this is the kind of treatment that women are meted out to. How do we make it more safer?
See, first of all, I will say that the government has to have a zero tolerance policy on crimes against women. Unless that is brought, nothing is going to change. And wherever there is a crime, the perpetrator has to be meted out the strongest punishment, which will act as a deterrent, and it will be exemplary punishment for all of society to see. Unless that is done, nothing will change. Second, every campus has to have a mandatory internal complaints committee, which should be independently monitored, not by the administration of the state, not by the collector, not by the SP. We find surprisingly that even the administration is partisan. Let me ask you one question. This thing happened. The girl went to the police. Why did the police not register an FIR? Why did the SP not register an FIR and get this HOD arrested? Till now, no action has been taken against the SP of Balasore. It is shocking. Who is shielding him? Who is protecting him? Clearly, if any person who has totally, failed in his duty would be first line would be SP. Why he has not been, removed. He has not been asked even for an explanation. Why is the state taking it as a, normal matter? Business as usual. Women's dignity cannot be business as usual. There will be no negotiation with people who tamper with safety, security and dignity of women. There will be no compromise to people who are perpetrating crimes against women. The governments have to take a very hard stance. 50% of the population is women. You cannot treat them like just any ordinary thing. We contribute to the economy. We contribute to society. We are the safeguarders of society. We hold the family unit together. We earn for your country. You cannot treat women like like a dispensable things.